Stop laughing, Art.
Hey, can I start this interview by asking you a question? Where are we?
We are at A&M-San Antonio. This is live in the Newsroom. Can you guys introduce yourselves real quick?
Yeah, sure. I'll go first since I spoke. I'm Gavin. I play lead guitar in ALOHA.
I'm Chris. I'm the bass player for ALOHA.
I'm Keanu. I play rhythm guitar and I sing.
I'm Ricky, and I play the drums in ALOHA.
Welcome to A&M. I appreciate you guys for coming. Correct me if I'm wrong. ALOHA is an acronym. It doesn't mean anything. It means in need of her affection.
Yep.
Correct?
Yes.
Correct.
Whose idea was that?
That was mine. It was between ALOHA, actually, when we were choosing names, it was between ALOHA and Ghostmaids.
I remember that.
So I brought those two names to Ricky because we were the first two members at the time, and Ricky was like, nah, please ALOHA.
Immediately, I was like, ALOHA is much more, like, poised. They came out of the Ghostmates? Like, what is that? I don't know. They come into the stage. Ghostmates. What? Like,
I hope someone else takes that and goes crazy.
Awesome. It's a cool band name, but like, it wasn't.
No,
ALOHA was the obvious choice. Yeah.
You know, it's been about how long? Like maybe a year, almost 2 years since you guys came together?
Almost 2 years. Almost 2. I think we're about to reach our 2-year anniversary, actually.
18th. Yeah.
October 18th.
Yeah.
October 18th, sweet.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 years later, 20 million streams later, is her affection still needed?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
We'll always need her affection. You know what I'm saying?
That was deep, dude.
Wow.
We always need
He brought it in.
Who's the girl? Everyone.
Oh. Yeah, it's a general statement.
That's kind of
Just
weird,
for
dude.
No,
It's just something
metaphor.
it's just something that the audience can apply to themselves. You know.
I see.
You know, just like when you write a song and like you kind of it goes around with what the audience is listening, like like vague words, right? So they can apply it to themselves. It's not necessarily like specifically a person. Like I don't think you had anyone specifically in mind. You just came up with the phrase. I mean, I could be wrong, but
It could be in need of his affection.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, no,
exactly. That's what
my
it is.
my parents were talking about that. They were just like, in need of his, in need of hers, in need of human. And it was like, okay, dude, yeah, whatever. You're crazy, bro. They're fun, man.
ALOHA Plus, bro.
I know how it was. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
So it's been about 2 years, and tell me about your success from Seventh Heaven. You know, how long ago has it been since it came out?
So it came out on March 8th. And yeah, it actually, before it even released, I think like a week before it released, like that's when it started gaining traction. We posted that video of me in the shopping cart. And yeah, that just blew up out of nowhere. I think Chris was posting that, yeah.
Was that your idea to do it?
Well, yeah, like literally that day we took off from practicing. Like we were like, dude, we just gotta make content. Like that's what it is nowadays, where you have to make content for every song. So it's like, we were like, man, this is a big song coming out. Let's make a bunch of videos. And like, as we were coming back, because we had done another idea where you were like running with the papaya and like the ramen and all that. Another reel. But like, after that, we're coming back and I was like, Keanu, just stand in that shopping cart real quick. I have an extra video idea. And I made that and I was like, okay, just put the lyrics over it and just like different angles, whatever. It looks cool enough, and then just post that. And it ended up like, I think within that same like week, like the day after, it just started going like, it went from the normal 1,000 views we were getting on things to like 10,000. I was like, okay. And then it just like jumped again and again and again.
I remember it was, you posted it on a Friday, I believe.
Yeah.
And then it was Saturday, like in the morning to afternoon time, it started really like, we're like, what?
Just popped off out of nowhere, dude.
Yeah.
We were all watching it in real time. But yeah, I would check my phone every 30 minutes and go check the like count. And I remember that jump from what was probably like at 750,000 to 1 million, then 1.5 million.
Yeah.
And that all happened within a few days.
It was ridiculous.
We were watching it in real time happen.
Yeah, I'd like refresh the video and I'd be like, oh dude, it went up like another 10K. And I'm like, oh, this is sick, dude.
So is this the blueprint for like new artists wanting to kind of break out of that small phase, like posting yourselves consistently like that?
It's part of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely
It's
part
one
of it.
step. It's just one part. Yeah.
I'd say that's probably about like 50%.
Yeah.
More than that, actually. Music now is all marketing.
Yeah.
It's all, you never hear, every artist that's big now makes some sort of content. Even if they're a legacy band like Metallica, bands that have been around for 30, 40 years, they're still making content just in different forms. So The other 10%, let's call that 90%. I'd say it's closer to 90%.
90%.
The 10% is making music. We have, you know, we've been around for 2 years. We have an album and maybe like an EP. That's it, right? We don't sit around making music all the time. Every week we sit around making content.
Most of
The
it.
other 10% is making music that's easy to listen to, that people are gonna like.
True to ourselves as well. Definitely.
Yeah, like
It's-
making stuff that we can live with playing.
It's hard to write music that falls between what other people want to hear and what we want to write. Because there are bands out there and they're doing nothing wrong, but they're writing music solely for what they want to write. And that's okay. We choose to write in a different fashion that's for other people to enjoy too, just as much as we enjoy it.
What's something you guys are really proud about that you haven't really talked about as much as a band?
Well, we just signed with the label
Oh
a
yeah.
few days ago, STEM. So that's pretty cool. They're going to help us. They're not a record label, they're a distribution label. So they're going to help us get our music out there on all streaming platforms.
Sweet.
Even more so. And then in turn, they're going to help us play more tours, like do big band things. So that's really cool. That's happening behind the scenes.
You guys just toured with Flamingos in the Tree.
Yeah,
What
they're
was that
super
like?
cool.
Yeah.
Well,
It was really fun.
dude, it was like kind of crazy too, because like we based our whole marketing like off of them. Like
yeah.
the reason we realized like, oh, marketing's like really important is because we kept on getting their reels in our mentor, like in our feed, whatever. Like Keanu would constantly, like anytime we make content, we were like,
You should do
dude,
something similar to this.
yeah, like we should try one of
something like
these, you know? Why not? Because they were doing that, but we kind of took our own spin on that. Like for Saturday night's release, we did like a whole office skit, like where we had like multiple reels in a row and there was like episodes of like a chronicle before Saturday night's release.
Okay.
You know, because that's our fun. We like having fun with that. Like that's our content. We want to have fun while we're making content too. So that is like stuff like that.
How did the interaction come about? Like, did you guys reach out to them to go tour, or did they reach out to you?
Their booking agent, I believe, reached out to us, and then we sorted out all of the details and stuff, and we were able to secure that. And yeah, we played Denver, Dallas, Austin, Houston. A lot of fun, a lot of cool stuff.
Wow.
Austin show.
So, was that your first, I guess, tour outside of San Antonio?
First ever tour.
First ever
Yeah.
tour.
In general, yeah.
We've played shows outside of San Antonio, mostly in the Valley.
Furthest I think we've gotten
That's
is El Paso.
El
too.
Paso.
Yeah, El Paso. The rest of Texas listens to us. The Valley doesn't listen to us as much. I mean, it's because it's the Valley. Like that's just not what's popular there. But we're trying to break into that market because there are people down there that enjoy us, but not nearly as much as in like Dallas, Houston, Austin.
Right.
So our shows tend to not be as packed there, but that
It's
doesn't
so
matter.
fun.
We still
dude.
have fun. We're trying
And the
to break
people that
in.
go there, they like us. Like they're going there because they know us and they love our music. So it's like really cool to meet like even in Kingsville too. It's just like a smaller town where it's like they loved us there, and they were like, there's still people that have come from Kingsville to San Antonio to see us play, and it's like, dude, that's so sick. Like you like us that much. Like that's awesome.
You guys have a large listening, according to Spotify, like even in London and California, from what I saw last night. You can. That's what it says.
pull it up.
It said London. I think
Yeah, London,
15.
Sydney's there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Australia. I saw Australia.
It's been pretty cool.
We're gonna see a ALOHA World Tour. They're gonna take over.
I wish.
I mean,
We gotta get a van first.
Yeah, we don't even own a realistically not.
Yeah, we just
soon,
use
but-
Gavin's car for everything.
Yeah, so our top cities that stream, our top 5 are London, Los Angeles, Chicago, Sydney, and New York.
Yeah.
For comparison, San Antonio is number 14 on that list at 6,664 listeners. London is 16,570.
Dude, I want to like
So.
any excuse to go somewhere for our music is worth it.
Yeah.
But like that's where it's like we gotta get good at like smaller tours first. So like a
Yeah.
Texas tour first, and then
We gotta take the
go
baby.
up.
Yeah,
and-
it's tour baby steps, I would say.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
But like,
definitely.
I don't know,
definitely
baby
want
steps.
to.
But we're taking steps. We're gonna do it like what? With that last tour we did was like 4 days. Maybe the next one is like a week or 2
week
weeks,
or- yeah.
and grow out from there. And I kind of
It's kind
all
of
of a sudden
It's kind of
go
hard to
with it.
tour too. Like
Yeah.
living in Texas, Central Texas,
Yeah.
like we have to drive 8 hours just to get out of the state.
Yeah.
And we're at the very bottom of the United States. There are plenty of places we want to go. It's just not feasible price-wise. We don't have a mode of transportation currently that's not my own. So like we got to get those things sorted out before we can branch out more.
Okay. But with this new label, this might become a possibility.
Very, very
Possibly
possible.
At least in the
Yeah.
States, not.
At least in the States.
Oh,
at least in the
Oh,
States.
yeah.
I'd say it will happen. It's just a matter of time.
It's a matter of
It
time.
might not be next year. It might be 5 years from now, but it'll happen.
Although San Antonio's ranked, you said 14 in the list. How important is San Antonio to the success of INOHA?
I think that's where a lot of our obviously our main support families,
Oh,
dude,
yeah.
Keanu's family, they're like
Oh, yeah. They come
they're
to
at
every
every show, dude. They're awesome. And just in general, all of our families are in Texas or around it, or in San Antonio.
San
or around
Antonio
it.
has a unique place for support. Like, we are definitely more popular in other cities, but here, I mean, we've got people that have been listening to us since day one,
Mhm.
and we would have never expected to blown up then. So we could have just been another local band. I mean, we still are a local band. We're from here, but they've been listening to us since day one. Their very first songs, and they've seen how we grown. Versus if we go to another city, they only know us because we're big.
Mhm.
Here, they know us.
Yeah, Seventh Heaven.
Yeah, they know us. We talk to them. They're like friends. They'll just come up after the show and be like, "Oh, what's up, man? I haven't seen you in a few months. Oh, that's cool." And it's a different vibe here.
I even recognize them sometimes. And they've been there since ALOHA.
Yeah,
we know some of our fans' names. Like, they come to all of our shows that we have here. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. No, and if we didn't have those people there, that just makes it 10 times harder. Whenever you go to a different, we went to Denver for the first Flamingos and Trees tour, and two of my friends that are local musicians here, they do rap. B and Swayze came out they drove all the way up to Denver, and they brought this giant sign.
Drove 900 something miles.
Yeah, to see INOHA. They had a shopping cart on it and everything. I was like, dude, y'all are awesome. So after the show, we were just chilling the entire time. It was awesome, dude. But it's the fans like that make it worth it. That's fucking sick, dude.
Yeah.
So you said your family sometimes goes to the shows. What was their reaction whenever you decided to put a majority of your time to music and not a traditional, I say, job or something like that? Because that's always a conversation whenever you're joining a band growing up.
Most to this because
Yeah, I'm the poor band member. I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't say it. I didn't say it.
We did not
We didn't say it. That was him.
That came from him.
I've worked contracted jobs all my life. I've done it's always DoorDash or whatever. So to be able to do and now I have a part-time job that I've formatted around playing music. I work at an escape room right now. So it's I get to do that, and then luckily it's part-time, so it's really flexible, and I can just give my shifts to my coworkers. I got a gig later, y'all. It's just that having that flexibility is super important to me, and that's what I've modeled my whole life around because I wanted to do music. So everything is around music rather than my job or anything,
Yeah, in actuality, it's we're still, I guess, half and half. We haven't made, I guess, a full. It's still kind of a hobby, kind of in a way, or a part-time job, if anything.
Yeah.
And because me and Ricky are still in school. Gavin has his job, and obviously Chris has a job. But yeah, we're still, I guess, kind of filling it out at this time.
Yeah, we still there's no right now we're not even close to a place
Y'all
where it's
are-
we could live off
Y'all
of
are
it.
full-time students, though, right?
Yeah.
We're full-time
So
students.
I'm a part-time student. I also have a full-time job at Texas Public Radio, where we met. Chris spoke to flexibility in jobs and being able to do that. I just drop a shift. Texas Public Radio is the same thing for me, but it's a full-time job. So I found a place where I enjoy working, but I also can't deny how valuable it is to have a job that's flexible and be hey, I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks. Can I work on the road? Sure, just get your work done. So that's cool.
Awesome. And you guys, you said you're full-time students.
Yep,
Do
full-time.
you mind disclosing where you guys go to school?
Yeah, I go to SAC.
Oh, sweet. Are y'all juniors or sophomores?
I'm currently in a program right now. I think I'm in the second level out of 4, so I'm halfway done.
Awesome. You gonna continue after?
He's a nurse.
Oh yeah, he's a.
Oh, sweet.
Dude, yeah, he's going through a lot. He's doing a lot.
Med school and music.
You're doing God's work right now.
And then I go to Trinity University. What was the other question?
Are you a junior or sophomore?
Oh yeah, I'm a senior, so this is I have 2 more semesters left. But I recently was talking with my advisor. So this is my last semester full time. Next semester, I'm trying to lean more towards working with the band. So I only have like a few credits left to do, and they're really just like lessons, like with like teachers and stuff. So they're really flexible with that. So I get to still graduate, luckily,
What are
by
you
not being a
studying?
full-time student the last semester.
What are you studying at Trinity?
I'm double majoring in music and communications.
Sweet. I'm a college major too. So we talked a little bit about wanting to do music for a long time, and I just watched an interview with you guys. You talked about you had a country music kind of background.
Yeah.
Joe Martin, dude, I love that guy.
Yeah.
Joe Martin's awesome, and yeah, that interview was awesome. Yeah, I used to, for the longest time, when I was maybe like, I was in middle school. One of the people here knows me from there too, so that's really funny. But I used to play country with my dad, and we did like little gigs around town. I've played with other country artists in town. I've written songs for other country artists here, and it's like that was like my whole thing, but it never really got bigger, and it wasn't taking the steps like I wanted to creatively as a musician. So it was cool. Like luckily I found I started doing my solo music, focused on that, and I got into a program called SASG, and then I met these guys, met Dunwich, and they were
right.
yeah, and then this guy just kind of appeared. He just kind of came out of nowhere.
That was because of the friggin' those like bridging the music type of gigs that we would do.
Where y'all would just do gigs all
Where
together.
like it was like you had to sell a certain amount of tickets, and our old band would do that, and then his like cousin's band that you did sometimes would do that, and that's how we met each other. Well, no, actually we met you at Pink Zeppelin. That's what it was. Yeah.
But
I played in a lot of bands here, but I
You played in like 5 or 4.
drums.
Yeah.
predominantly. I had to leave all those to make space for this one.
Yeah, we stole him,
But
We won the lottery.
kidnapped.
it happens.
Little birdie told me you were in a mariachi band in high school. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Look at him.
Yeah. You got a tattoo too?
Okay, so that's from Coco.
That's from Coco.
But
Oh, okay.
I used to play guitarrón.
Oh, there he is.
I also used to play guitar, a little bit of vihuela, golpe. So I did that for 4 years. I did it from freshman through senior year. And then I went to college at UTRGV there. Then the pandemic hit, so that didn't last very long. I moved back, lost some scholarships. It's all right. And so now I'm still at school, but I go to UTSA, and I'm in my last semester actually, so I graduate December.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks.
So how is being with the mariachi background, playing the guitar, how has that kind of made you into the musical artist you are today?
Well, I'm not a technical guitarist by any means. I'm not good at soloing. I'm not at the skill level I would like to be. But I do have a unique, like, my right hand when playing is very loose from the techniques in guitar. So a great example of that is like Naomi, coming up with really cool, like almost like funk guitar style strumming. Ska. I like ska music, so
comes out in bullet boys.
that type of like quick strumming, slappy kind of guitar that comes through a lot in select spaces.
Dude, he has a different ear. I think that's what it is too. Like all of us have different ears for different things, and like Gavin's got like a crazy ear for just.
See, I can't play stuff, but I know what sounds good.
Yeah.
Like and we'll butt heads.
Yeah, we
sometimes.
will.
Like we just did that the other
Like,
day.
literally the other day.
And I was like, no, dude, this song.
It has to be
I'm
like this,
telling
man.
you, dude, it cannot be any other way. But once we get to it, and once it starts coming together, and we all practice it, start like locking in with each other, we're like, okay, I see.
Yeah.
It. Like, I told you.
It takes him a while to find the right words to explain it to us. Though,
Yeah,
'cause
I'm
we're
horrible
slow.
at explaining it. But yeah, for going back to that, my technique is more in the right hand versus my left hand. I cannot like shred. I will never be able to shred. I would love to, but I know myself. I don't have the discipline to sit down and practice like that. So
He can.
I'm busy. I'm in school. I have a full-time job.
But now once you graduate, you don't have an excuse.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Yeah.
No, but
Maybe I'll get better.
his right hand technique complements the song a lot. Because Keanu is a lot more adept at other things, and he's got some other skills, so they complement each other in their guitar playing, which I think is really
Fill it
nice.
in.
Our guitar playing is also kind of weird too, because we both play lead guitar and we both play rhythm guitar. Like in
Exactly.
songs, we will swap.
In the middle.
Like for example, we have a song on the album called "Biggest Salmon." He goes and has like he plays lead stuff. most of the solos in that song are him, and then we swap, and I play like a lead. So I notice sound guys, whenever we play live, they struggle because sometimes our parts need to be louder than others, and we switch. Like I'll play a solo, and then all of a sudden he'll go the next song a different solo. So it really just depends. He's very loosey goosey. Like I know other bands that say, no, you're a rhythm guitar. You only play rhythm guitar. No, he shreds. And then other songs.
And then I'll be like, hey man, you want to get this one?
Hey man, let him sing.
Oh yeah.
We all sing.
We all sing, yeah.
Even this one.
This guy.
Sometimes.
sauce.
He's a secret sauce.
Not as much as these guys though, because these guys have great voices. So it's really cool. I mean, this guy can rap, right? Every finest. A little bit.
Yeah, his rap sucks.
Yeah.
Just
Is that yours?
Yeah, that was
Okay.
What about your guys' musical background? Can you tell me a little bit more about that briefly?
Yeah, if anything, I didn't even get into like doing music, I guess, seriously until like high school. I think I was like in 15, 16. I started off with like Metallica and some like other bands like Red Hot Chili Peppers. I played for like my school's band and everything. Did that for a while. And then that's where I found this guy, first of all. I joined, me and him were in an old band together. And we play like, yeah, that classic rock or like punk style.
We had the same theater teacher.
Yeah,
That's what happened. I was in one high school, and I had a theater teacher, and then she went to his high school, and then she told you about us.
Yeah.
And that's how we met. He sent us an email, and he had like all these audition tapes. And I remember hearing them, and I was like, I love this guy. Yeah. And I told him, I was like, we gotta get this guy on. And then here we are.
Any events going on, tours going on, songs coming out soon?
On October 25th.
Is it 25th or 26th?
October 25th.
Okay.
October 25th, we're going to be releasing our newest single, I Should Have Known. We really want it to come out, so we're really excited about that. And on the same day, October 25th, we have a show in
Flight by
Austin
Nothing.
with Flight by Nothing. And on October 26th, we're going to be playing in Houston with Orion 224.
Sweet. Sounds good. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it. This is Inoha, and we are live in the newsroom.